Looks like the next stop for Gervonta Tank Davis is pay-per-view. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus below using my link. It definitely helps the channel, and I appreciate it. Conor McGregor's getting ready to fight. It's the next order of business on ESPN pay-per-view, and let's get it. Leonard Ellaby, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, he's been recently saying that Tank's next stop is pay-per-view, and we'll start with the tweet. It's a movement with Gervonta, and some don't understand it yet, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. See right there? Next stop, pay-per-view. Mayweather promo. So it looks like Tank's next fight, and Tank, he also said something about this. You know, this is his fight with Gamboa. He replied to it somewhere. See, he responded to it. Let's get it. So he ready. Tank's ready. Fans will support who they like and who they want to see. Gervonta has the it factor, and he's just getting started. And this is information that came across too. It says the Showtime televised event with Tank Davis versus Gamboa grossed $2.2 million, according to Showtime president Espinoza. Expected a crowd of 11, but it finished with the crowd over 14,000. So he had a good live gate. Why is Cassidy trending? Hold on. Oh, he had another saying the trash line, having niggas in the crowd. No, in Philly. I never want to hear Cassidy. Oh, he did he battled Arsenal? Cass got shook like he was a toddler in Philly. Oh, wow. Hey, I gotta check this out. My bad. Damn, Cass. I like Cass too. Anyway, Tank's a star. Next stop, pay-per-view. You heard it. That's a good number, 2.2. Anybody seen the Cassidy battle? Let me know in the comment section. I have to watch it still. You know, he's a star. It is what it is. Gamboa was just a stop. You know, a lily pad, stepping stone on the way to it. I could say firsthand, I've covered Tank's last few fights. I was in Baltimore when he fought a mandatory Nunes. It was packed. It was like 16,000 plus people in Baltimore. Atlanta, I went there too. You guys seen it. I stayed out there for, you know, even on Christmas Day. I didn't get to spend Christmas at home. I was on the road. You know, Tank was training. He brought out a beautiful crowd. He was a star performance, won every round, knocked Gamboa out, never was any serious trouble, never was hurt, dropped him 3 times, knocked him out, you know. Co-feature was great. Badu Jack, Jean Pascal. The live gate was great. So I just see it blowing up for Tank from here, you know. It's going to keep getting bigger and bigger as long as he stays on this path. And you know, it's funny. People hate, and they, you know, obviously he's associated act with Leonard Ellaby and Mayweather Promotion. So a lot of negativity that he gets is just guilty by association type thing. But Tank's a cool dude, you know, personally. He's a cool dude, always chill, family man now that he has his daughter and whatnot. And the funny thing about Tank is you can't stop the movement. You can say whatever you want. You can complain. You can kick and scream. But the kid's a star, and he came from nothing, came from the mud. This is the American dream. And the reality of it is he's big. And I remember a couple of years ago, people were trying to make it like he was shook at Lomachenko and stuff like that. But let me ask you this. How come Lomachenko has never been on pay-per-view yet? If he is an American pay-per-view, if Lomachenko is who old media says he is, #1 pound for pound, supposed to be this big star. He has obviously a great amateur pedigree, 2 Olympic gold medals. He, in his second fight, fought for a title. Third fight, he's fighting Gary Russell Jr. How come he's never been on pay-per-view if he's the Matrix and stuff? See, you guys listen to all that stuff Bob Arum be talking about, and ESPN and HBO, and guess what? Right before you on this screen, this very screen, you see a real star. Lomachenko is overstated. You could have Bob Arum saying he's the next Muhammad Ali and he would beat Floyd and all this stuff that old media be saying, and nobody believes it. Lomachenko definitely is a good fighter, but again, why has he never been on pay-per-view? He's 30, probably 32 years old, something like that. I mean, I could pull it up for you guys. He's, let's see. Vasyl Lomachenko. Tank is 25. I know that. I just seen that earlier. And Lomachenko is 31 years old. Born in 88, his birthday is in February. So next month, he'll be 32 years old. Ain't never been on pay-per-view. Tank's next stop is pay-per-view. Rumor is that he might fight Leo Santa Cruz. It's lit. Leo Santa Cruz, I've known about this for a while. This is something in the making. I told you guys a long time ago. People didn't, you don't have no sources. And I guess they didn't believe me, but I think it is. I mean, I don't know what type of fight it's going to be for Leo Santa Cruz because he kind of struggled. He didn't look that great. I was at his fight too with it was on the Wilder Ortiz 2 card against Flores. He didn't look great. Tank is a vicious, threatening puncher, and I would imagine either has to have it happen at a catch weight or Leo Santa Cruz said he would come up to 35. So, I don't know. I don't know how Santa Cruz is going to look at 35, and I don't know how he's going to deal with Tank's pressure and power. But, anytime you have a black fighter and a Mexican fighter that are both known, those usually have good numbers when it's known commodities, which obviously Leo Santa Cruz has a brand, and so does Tank Davis, especially if they put it somewhere on the West Coast, like LA, Vegas is lit. I promise you that. He was already supposed to fight Abner Mares. That would have been a big name for him. It didn't happen, didn't manifest. Abner Mares had a detached retina, so he never got his chance. So I can't complain because I really wanted to see the Abner Mares fight. But if he's not healthy, I don't really, we don't need to see that because who wants to fight Tank if your eye is bad, But Leo Santa Cruz, people were okay with the Abner Mares. See, I know people are going to hate because they have fears for Leo Santa Cruz. They don't know if Leo Santa Cruz can beat him. So they're going to be scared and say, oh, why won't Tank fight someone else? Or why won't he fight Teofimo or Devin Haney? They're going to try to divert and deflect and change. This is an easy fight to facilitate with Leo Santa Cruz. Don't be scared now. But Leo Santa Cruz holds 2 wins over Abner Mares. So you really can't say nothing because he was going to fight Abner Mares and everybody wanted to see that. So why can't he fight the guy that beat Abner Mares twice? It doesn't make sense. Damn, Tank really came out like this with the mink. Shout out to Magic. So, like I said, he was about to fight Abner Mares and we all wanted to see it. Leo Santa Cruz beat Abner Mares twice. I think both fights at the Staples Center. So it's a good fight. It'll bring out a good crowd. Again, I don't know how Leo Santa Cruz does, but, based on Tank's last performance, just being given both sides of the coin, some people thought Tank, he missed weight. So some people think he's undisciplined. Some people thought he was getting fatigued in there. So Leo Santa Cruz is not really a guy you want to have stamina issues with because he throws a lot of punches historically per round. And you never know. Maybe Leo Santa Cruz feels better at the big weights because he's going to be taller than Tank, so he has a good size frame. Either way, it's a good fight. It's a big fight for boxing. Tank's a star. Deal with it. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.